Imagine turning 1 million cobblestone into resources automatically. This isn't just your average cobblestone farm. We are talking about a beast that can generate stone faster than your inventory can keep up. And the best part is paired with a blazing fast crusher setup that keeps everything moving without a single bottleneck. Whether you are building mega bases or chasing infinite resources, this is the setup that changes the game. Let me show you how it works. This machine may look simple, but there's actually a lot of engineering behind it. If you are curious about the mechanics or want to build yourself, there will be a link in the description below that links to the creator, Aurover, who built this machine. I will be also making a separate deep dive video that explains everything step by step. For now, let's talk about the instant crushing setup. Before we dive into the instant crushing setup, we first need to understand how the portable storage interface works, commonly known as PSI. I called it the contraption storage interface, which honestly makes more sense, because that's exactly what it does. It links your contraption's inventory to the outside world. Now imagine you got a contraption, whether it's on a mechanical bearing, a gantry shaft, or a minecart. If you want to access its storage, you will need two PSIs, one attached onto the contraption and one placed on a stationary block. When these two get close enough, they will connect, affectionately calls the kissy.
Over to this thing right here, it does the little kissy thing, as that app says.
Once they are linked, you can access the contraption's inventory from the solid PSI. But keep in mind, the PSI only connects the storage. To actually move items in or out, you will need something like chutes, funnels, or hoppers. Now that you understand how PSIs work, let's move on to the concept of instant item transfer. This technique has been known for a while, and it allows you to instantly move items from one storage to another using a contraption as the bridge. Here's how it works. An item is transferred from a stationary PSI into a PSI attached on a contraption. That contraption then immediately outputs the item through a second PSI, again connected to a stationary storage block using a funnel or a chute, filtered or unfiltered, allowing the item to pass through almost instantly. And this is where things get fun. The instant crushing setup takes full advantage of this mechanic to instantly distribute items across multiple crushing wheels. It uses a single PSI for input, sending items onto the contraption, and multiple PSI for output, each aligned with a crushing wheel to handle the load efficiently. With this setup, items flow in and get crushed almost immediately, maximizing throughput with minimal delay. So now you know how instant item transfer powers this crushing system. But what if we took it even further? I will be building an even bigger version of this setup right in survival. Let's jump into the time lapse. Right now it is daytime and we have everything running, hopefully running smoothly. And then let's take a look. So if in theory, if we put items into this barrel, or use another way of having another PSI that transfer items into this contraption, it should distribute items into all of those. So over here we have this Cobblestone Generator that you guys seen in the start of the video, and for some reason, since this part is pretty laggy actually, so it's lagging the world, so that's why I decided to place it down when I'm not using it. But anyways, we should have plenty of cobblestone in this item vault, so I'm just gonna take some from this from the storage over here. And then now we should have plenty of cobblestone. We just, let me unpack it, and then let's put it in. Actually, let's unpack another one. And then as soon as I put the cobblestone into this moving barrel, that will distribute the items. Let's put it in. Well, as you can see, all of the cobblestone get distributed and then get instantly crushed and then get collected into this item vault. And I think it's already done. The 18 stacks of cobblestone has already done crushing. That is very fast. And right now, let's see. Let me just short my inventory out a bit. Actually, let's do this. Why not? So let's just dump everything that we don't need into this vault for a moment. And then let's take the cobblestone out, unpack all of them. So right now I have 27 stacks of cobblestone. Let's see how fast this can crush. Oh, everything gets sent into the crushing wheels, and they are already being crushed. The first batch is being crushed, the second is being crushed, and oh, it's done already. We can't hear any more crushing noises, and all of the gravel just sent into this item vault. But yeah, that is really fast. But the thing is, we haven't got a way to process the gravel yet. Like if we want to process it into iron nuggets, we will need the washing. And if we need the, let's say we want to have, I want to crush them to sand, we can also do that. I just need to stick a packager over here and then just put everything back into the system for it to crush again. But we don't want to do that manually, right? So we gotta hook it up into something. So when we are going to, let's say we want to crush 9 stacks of cobblestone, we can just request from somewhere, and then it will just send it into the system, crush it into gravel, and then get us iron nuggets or ingots. Or if we want sand, we can just sand it, and then it will just send again into the system, etc, etc. Because we will require plenty of bricks to build this to build a building, which will be over here. So right here, this is the platform that I will be building a factory on. I have kind of placed down the layout of how big this factory is going to be, but I don't have any resources because all my resources has gone to this and then setting up the workshop. Alright, so I really don't have much plans. So I was thinking maybe we can have the packager over there for taking out the cobblestone there for now. But this part is still a little bit manual, so I'm gonna change that soon. And then over here, let me just go ahead and add a packager over here so we can take things out. And then we will also need some storage, so I went ahead and crafted yellow item vault, which is from the create wyvern roads, and I also crafted light gray corresponding to the sand as well as the gravel. So the gravel, when they are being processed, they will get sent into a storage. I'm not sure where yet, because this steam engine over here, it could be temporarily, because I wouldn't want this steam engine over here. I will be building a powerhouse somewhere, maybe in the next few episodes. But for now, let's say, since this area is more like an entrance of things would be going or being sent to other places, let's say we place our storage over here. So let's leave some space over there, and then we place our storage. Let's go with a 3x3 item vault. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, why not? Let's go with 5. And then over here we do the same with another vault for storing the sand. Might need to lift them out by 1 block, but I think this should work for now. So if we flick this lever, we should have all the gravel in a package. Wouldn't want to break it for now. I was saying I don't want to break it for now, but then I just accidentally just broke it. Anyways, let's go ahead and store them in here. There's also some that went into my backpack. Alright, so let's place them in this chest for now. And then I was also thinking to use my the bulk processing unit, which it was over there, but then I decided to tear it down. So I'm just gonna build it somewhere over here. Maybe we can have it over here in this corner. But how should I link things up? So I was thinking maybe we can use the frog pods. So I also crafted some packaged frog pods, send that into a chain. And then this chain can send things to this section where we'll be dropping the items into this crushing array. So I think the what is it called? The chain drive, the chain conveyor. It can send the item to here and then get took into this port. And then over here we will have another frog port which will be outputting the items, and this can send the items into the storage over here. So let's also go ahead and place down the packages as well as the frog ports. The frog ports, I think it will just be on there for now, as well as for this one, they will be over there for now. And then maybe one more for this thing, like that, on top. And then where should we put the thing? So there will be an entrance over there. There will be something over there. I don't want to walk in and then and then a machine just blocking my way. So let's see. And the thing is, this part is actually pretty simple to make. I just need some chests, which I had over here. So let's see. We will need 2 spaces. This is the entrance, so over here. So we will have a water wheel like this, and then it connect to a small cogwheel and a large cogwheel, and then we will have our fans over here, but then we will have the chute. So we need to raise this thing by 1 block. So let's raise up the water wheel as well as the cogwheels. I'm gonna put them like this. And then we can maybe extend this out a little bit. Actually, let's put it a little bit closer to the inside. And then we will have our encased fan like this. And now let's do the water first. So let's place down water, see where it flows. Yep, this is the right direction. And then over here we'll be placing the basalt, which will act as a place for the item to land on. So we will have the washing, the smoking, the haunting, and then the blasting, which I can't place it yet because if I place it, the lava will be spilling all over the place. And then over here, the item will be dropping onto this port where I can do. This is not what I expected. Anyways, so it will be somewhere over, if I can place it, there we go. Like that, we're going to have it over there. And then the chute goes there. Like that, everything drops onto this smooth basalt. and then once they are being processed, they will slowly travel into the front, which I think another layer should be placed over here. So this is technically correct. So we can place the basalt over there and place our lava bucket over there. There we go. Everything should be working. And then now I just need to grab the chutes over there and place them down here. And over here might be a little bit tricky. Let's see, what do I have over here? I have nothing. So I was thinking maybe we can have an array of chests, or the, what's it called, the item vault over here, place them like this, and then connect everything together. And once it is done processing all the materials, it will get sent into the main storage, which would be somewhere over there. And here I have a question. How can I make this back into normal? I can wash them. So let me go ahead and do that, because I have some extra and I don't want to waste them. So what I can do is I can place the chest on top and then put those in there, and there should be wash. It's also a good time to test it if this works. Yep, it does. There we go. We get our item vault back. And then now maybe let's have our item vault over here like this. And then, well, it would be a bigger item vault, because this will be our main place of having pretty much everything. And I think I will also link up automatic crafting setup, maybe. Like, let's say we wash sand, they get turned into clay. We put the clay into this smelter area, and then once it's smelted into bricks, we send it into the crafting setup, and then it crafts into bricks, and then it gets sent into the central storage over here. So the bulk storage of sand will be stored here, and then the gravel stored into that item vault. And I think that's pretty much it. I just need to prepare the materials and kind of work it out, like what I should be using to do it. Like, we can use gauge. Gauge is this thing. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. So the factory gauge, it needed a precision mechanism to make it. So I might as well make a simple precision mechanism assembly line somewhere over here, since we do have some stress left over. We should have some. Yeah, it's over here, but I don't have a stressometer to check. But anyways, I think I will go ahead and do that. And, well, I will come back to you guys later once I'm done, because I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. In the end, that took longer than expected, and we are also running out of time for today. So, well, I will continue the rest on the next episode, which I will be working on the gauge, the packaging, sending, receiving, all that stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'm glad that you guys reached to the end, and I will see you guys next time in the next video.